Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the love in my last video. You guys are so amazing. You guys again blew my mind. I feel like I say this every video, like for real. You guys are really sweet. Thank you for coming back. Today we're going to be talking about how I actually took my engagement ring by myself from America abroad to another country where my husband was working at the time for him to propose to me without even knowing that I had that in my luggage. If you want to know how I got tricked, I actually got tricked, but it's a good trick. I welcome that trick, okay? If you want to know how this happened, then keep on watching. All right, welcome back guys. Let's get into the gist. Okay, so sometime in 2015, actually May of 2015, I traveled to go visit my husband now. He was playing in another country at the time. So I went to go visit him, but let's talk about what happened before I actually got on the plane. One of my friends that I've known for a long time back in school in Lafayette called me and told me that she was in Houston. She came all the way from Lafayette to Houston. She had a cousin in Houston, so she just told me that she was coming to visit her cousin. She'll be here for a couple of days and she wanted me to, like just link up with her and she would come visit me as well. And I said, okay, no problem. So I was working night shift at the time. On my way back from work, one of the days after she had already gotten to Houston, I said, okay, let me stop by and go visit her after work at her cousin's place. So I got there, I sat there for a while. We were gisting with her cousin, and her cousin's mom was around as well at that time. Now, it looked like everybody else in that room knew what was about to happen except for me. Like I visited, they made me the best omelet. Oh my god, that omelet, like, anyway, we're not going to talk about that. So we ate and everything, and I told her, I'm getting really sleepy. I want to go home. And she told me I was supposed to travel, I think the next day or 2 days later. So she told me she was going to come visit me. She wanted to know, for the first time, come see me in my apartment, because I had just moved from Lafayette back to Houston. So she said that she was going to come on the day that I'll be traveling. She'll just use that opportunity to like help me pack my bags and stuff. And I remember back then when I was in Lafayette, when I'm getting ready to travel, she would always help me pack my bags. So on this day, the day that I was supposed to be traveling to go visit my boyfriend, she came over, and as promised, she came over. We were packing. If you know me, like I overpack. Like I always pack like I'm gonna be gone for ages. So she came and she was like, Veronica, I'm gonna just help you, get things together. And I'm always very late. Like the day you will catch me at the airport, just sitting down there, like early, like I've checked in, I'm sitting down that day, and just know that something go and check outside, go and check what's going on outside. But anyway, so she came over, we were packing, and she was like, Veronica, you're running late, how about you go get in the shower and I'll help you zip your bags. I was like, you know what, that's true, just go ahead. But at first I was like, let me add some more things. I want to add some more noodles and stuff, because I don't like trying out new food, so I didn't want to go there and be hungry. So I was like, I had oatmeal, like the instant oatmeal, I had noodles, everything. I'm like, okay, let me pack up my stuff. She was like, no, don't worry, I'll help you pack all these things, you just go shower. So I got in the shower, got ready, came out, we said our goodbyes. I got in the car and I went to the airport. Now I got to the airport, and you guys, as usual, overpacked. So they were going through my bags. They told me, one bag was heavier than the other. So they just took something from one bag and put in the other bag. But while this was going on, this friend of mine called me and was like, how far have you boarded and stuff? And I told her like, I overpacked and they're, I'm moving stuff from one bag to the other. She started panicking, like, like which bag? Which one did they open? What happened? This, that. Oh my gosh. Why do you always overpack? And I'm looking at her like, it's fine. Why are you worried? I'm okay now. Like, we're going to be good. Thankfully, actually, not thankfully, we actually opened the bag that she hid the engagement ring. So she came all the way from Lafayette. Now we're gonna go back. She came all the way from Lafayette with a ring that my husband had gotten from New York. They shipped it to her house, and then that was why she came all the way from Louisiana to Texas to come sneak it in my bag somehow. She succeeded. I got to the airport, they almost ruined it, but thank God, all they did was we just took one outfit from the top of my bag and just put it in the other bag, and we were good. So, I mean, I didn't know anything, but she was panicking because she knew what she did. So I, just told her I'm fine now, we're in the bag. She was like, okay, is everything okay? She was just asking me some questions that I couldn't put one on. I mean, like, how was I supposed to know? So I got to the country, and my husband had a game in another city, right? Not their usual city where they live. They had it's called an away game. So my husband had an away game, and we planned that my flight was gonna land at the city where they had the away game. Now, usually after they've had their game, they usually give them maybe a day or two, depending on if they win or not, but depending on how the coach feels. But we had like a day or two break, so it was good. Well, they had a day or two break, so it was good. So I just landed in that city. My boyfriend, I keep calling him husband because he's my husband now. He had already arranged for taxi to come get me from the airport and just take me straight to the hotel where they actually lodged at, the team where they lodged at. The hotel people knew that I was coming. They took me straight to my room. I was in my room. I even opened one of the bags. Thankfully, it wasn't the one that had the ring in it. I opened one of the bags and I took a shower, waiting on him to come back from their game. He came back, and the next morning, we decided to go downstairs to go eat breakfast. We were downstairs, we ate breakfast, and we're supposed to go back upstairs to our room. And my husband was like, I forgot my iPad or my iPad charger or something like that. You stay here, let me go there real quick and go get it. Now, he's telling me this story, about how he got the ring out of my bag. He told me all of this after the fact. But anyway, so he kept insisting on going upstairs to go get his iPad and his charger or something like that. And I'm like, well, let's go together. We already finished eating. He said, no, let's just, you wait here. I'm gonna go and come back real quick. And I'm like, why am I waiting here? Like, we'll go here, let's go together. We'll come back downstairs together. And he just kept trying different ways to get me to just chill and wait and stay. Eventually, I just was like, okay, go, whatever, just go. Now, the devil was just trying it. While he was upstairs, he messed up my bag from trying to open it. So now he had to tell me how, my bag got messed up, the zip. So he came downstairs, he was like, oh, my zip, I just messed up your zip. I'm like, what were you looking for in my bag? How did you get in my bag? And he said, oh, remember the things I told you to get me? I just said, I was just looking at something. I said, okay, no problem. So the next day or that evening, we went to the city where the team stays. So we went there, and they had one last game of the season. I think a couple of days later. We went to the stadium a day before their game. He told me he wanted to show me where to sit down, right? So that after the game, he can just quickly fetch me and we will go. Mind you, we had plans of going to Nigeria right after the game on that evening, right? We had already arranged a ticket and everything. So on the day of the game, which was the next day, usually he would leave and go be in the clubhouse with his teammates, right? So I would have to drive to the stadium myself. So I got to the stadium. I was a bit late as usual. They had already started the game. So I just went straight to where he told me to sit. Now, where he told me to sit is not the same area where they had all the fans. It was not, I think it's VIP, but not like the VVIP. I don't know. But where I was sitting down didn't have a cover, right? But where the fans were had cover, so I won't say that place is the VIP. I don't know, but I just sat down where he told me to sit, right? You guys, I sat down there, and then in the middle of the game, it started raining. I sat down, I was like, hey, what is this? Rain is coming. I need to go sit down, but I don't want to sit in the middle of the fans. Like, no disrespect, but like, it's a lot of Oyibo people, and it's just me. Like, I cannot sit down in the middle. Like, I don't know. I just was like, okay, I'm gonna stay here. The rain started getting worse, and I'm like, my wig go. My wig go. I need to get up. So I got up. I started walking towards the where the fans were sitting, and a guy walked up to me and was like, oh, are you with Akigo? And I said yes. So he took me upstairs, which is the real VIP place. I got up there. It's like a glass thing where you can sit inside and watch the game from there. Like, you're separated from the fans and everything. You know, when I got in there, there were other wives and their kids and stuff. I was just like sitting there, like, so this place there. And my husband told me to go and sit down where, you know, but anyway, we watched the game. Second half came, I didn't see my husband. And I'm wondering, like, what happened? Like, this stupid coach did not play him, put him for the second half. I was already upset. I was just there like, whatever, not knowing that my husband this whole time was nervous about what he was about to do and could not play. Like, he said he was sick to his stomach. His coach just told him, because the coach knew what was going to happen. It's like everybody at that stadium knew what was going to happen except for Veronica. Well, maybe the fans didn't know at the time. Eventually they did. So the coach just told him, like, he can sit this out. Like, he had already scored, like, you know. But anyway, he had already scored 2 goals before then. So they were like, you can sit this out, you know, since you don't feel well. Just prepare for your proposal. That's what he told me, right? But anyway, so after the game, as soon as they finished the game, I'm like, how am I going to get back downstairs? Somebody brought me up here. How am I going to get back downstairs? How am I going to locate him? Because he told me where to go sit. And now I left that place. I'm not sure he knows where I'm seated. And I was thinking all of this. And one guy walked up to me again. I think it was the same guy that brought me to that place. He came and it's like, oh, Akigo told me. Akigo is my husband, by the way. That's his last name. Akigo told me to bring you downstairs. I was like, okay. I'm packing my bag. I look down. I'm seeing a lot more camera people, like, just coming, like, walking into the stadium. At this point, the game was already over, right? They won. I'm going downstairs. I'm walking downstairs. We're passing in between the fans, like, touching me and stuff. Like, the guy was like dragging my hand, taking me downstairs. And while this was going, I was still able to see the stadium, what was going on. And I saw my husband. I'm like, why is my husband in the middle? Why are they putting camera in his face? You guys. So me and this guy that was taking me downstairs finally got downstairs to the field, right? And they were in the middle of the field. I'm walking in and he's kneeling down, and at this point I realized what was going on. But I had to walk from where I was to the actual the middle of the field where he was kneeling down. I had to walk all the way down there. My legs were like shaking as I was walking there, like, oh my god, what is he doing? And they had already announced something. You know what, you guys, I'll add the clip to the end of this video, so you guys just watch to the end. You're gonna see the clip of my actual engagement video. You guys will understand all of these things I'm trying to say. So they announced something in their language to the fans, telling the fans what my husband was about to do. And at this point, I'm like, you know, they started clapping. I'm like, what are they saying? I mean, I already knew what he was about to do. And the next thing, as soon as he said my name and said, will you marry me? The fans they started screaming, yes, 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 like raising the yes, yes, yes. I was so shy. So when I got to him, I finally walked to him. I just knelt down and just hid my face in his chest because I was so shy. I had all these cameramen in my face. Like, I was proposed to on live TV, you guys. Proposed to on live TV. I was so shy. You will see it in that clip. I was so shy. At the same time, as soon as he put the ring in my finger, I was like, I wanted to look at the ring so bad, but I didn't want to look down, and so they won't be like, this one is so considered. But I wanted to see it so bad because I had a dream before all of this. I had a dream a long time ago when we started talking marriage. I had a dream that he got me a ring a ring that was so ugly that I didn't like. And in that dream, I said no. I said, I'm saying yes to you, but I'm saying no to that ring. You have to change it. So I had that fear when he proposed that he was going to get me anyhow ring. Now, after many years, that's not the main thing in a marriage, ring or no ring, but I ended up liking the ring he got me. So let's give some accolades to my husband. He's very, very amazing, supportive and everything. But I'll bring him to this channel very, very soon, so you guys will get to meet him. But yeah, now let's go back to the proposal. So he proposed, and mind you, that day we were supposed to be going back. That night it was already dark. We're supposed to be going back to the airport. So straight from the stadium, we just went straight to our house, packed up all our stuff. We already had the taxi guy waiting outside for us. We packed up our stuff. While my husband was packing, I was just busy taking my pictures because that time now you have to say I said yes. That was the thing, Renee. You get engaged, you post your picture like this and say, I said yes. So I had to take my I said yes picture. My husband kept telling me, we need to pack. We're going to miss our flight. We need to pack. We need to pack. You can do all of that at the airport. I said, look, don't worry. I'll get out. This is like, let me enjoy this moment. So I called my big brother. Shout out to my big brother. I called my big brother and I said, oh, I used to propose. Like, he was like, congratulations and stuff. And I called my big sister in Nigeria to tell her, I just got engaged. We're on our way home. I called my parents. We're engaged. We're on our way home to Nigeria and stuff. So we got on the plane. We got to the airport, and I just kept looking at him like, I'm actually taking, like, I'm marrying him. Wait, this is my husband, like, But anyway, so we got on the plane. You know how you have the TV in front of you and you're pressing what you want to watch and stuff. Your girl didn't want to use her right hand anymore. I kept using this hand, like doing that and just looking at my finger like that. Like, I was just over the moon, you guys. But anyway, that's my proposal story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Watch out for the video. That's what's coming right away. Like right now. Don't click out yet. You're gonna see the clip of the actual engagement.
Evvelce yarımda Peçkin oynamaya başladı Gebele komandosundan daha sonra Grigafçuk'la müdafiənin mərkəzində öz doğma olan mərkəz müdafiəçisinin mövqeyinə çəkildi və bu bölgədə önemli futbolçu olduğunu, timi olduğunu göstərdi. Hətta Echigo çox maraqlı, günün daha bir maraqlı hadisəsini edir. Canlı yayında futboldan sonra herhalde evlenme teklifiyle, maraqlı bir evlenme teklifiyle yadda qalır və onun gələcək həyat yoldaşı olacaq. Xanım isə necə sevinir, hətta göz yaşlarını belə saxlaya bilmir. Əhsən, həqiqətən də bugün biz çox maraqlı hadisələrlə qarşılaşırıq. Həm üzücü, bir qədər məyus edici bir xəbər təbii ki Mendy'nin gedişidir, ancaq Echigo'nun da belə bir addımla öz belə deyək gələcək həyat yoldaşına belə bir təklif etməsi həqiqətən də gözlənilməz, maraqlı, sevindirici bir haldır. Bütün komanda yoldaşlarla birlikdə o belə bir addımı attı və hər halda yəqin ki onun xanımı belə bir anda, belə bir vəziyyətdə Amma yalnız hə cavab verə bilər. Bunun başqa bir yolu yoxdur. Etçik onu da təbrik edirik. Təbii ki, o da
scratch that. Before we go, you guys, if you haven't subscribed, what did I do to you? Please subscribe. Please, 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 I'm begging, subscribe to my channel. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much, guys. I have a lot of gist for you guys. I have a lot, so we're going to be going, it's like series, like we're going to be going from this. The next one is another gist, so don't miss it. Turn on your notification bell so you can get notified when I post that video. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Let's meet in the comment section. Let's take this to the comment section. All right, mwah, I love you guys so much. See you in my next video. Bye.